Ghostbusters. They dismissed my work, called it dangerous. But in San Francisco, I can show them, with its untapped cauldron of the undead. Where others saw fear, I saw subjects. How could I know my research would stir a dormant evil? The Ghost Lord. Alcatraz. Tortured souls, whose guilt I could drain and drain again. Their pain, the price of progress. My dear assistant Katie understands. Soon everyone will understand. Especially you, Ghostbusters, with your silly parlor tricks. You will see the progress I have made. Know the power
Bob
I have
and
harnessed.
Kelly.
You will realize that I, Gustav Hookfather, am the genius who gave the world endless clean energy.
I don't know, Ghostbusters sounds
upon the world.
looks very
The time of the Ghost Lord is here.
I love the music though. That was Ghostbusters. No.
Check this out.
She got dressed
The
up.
team let me into the San Francisco Ghostbusters HQ a little early, and it's still under construction. But I've got my proton pack, my PKE meter,
Did they just
and I know
cut
exactly who I'm teaming up with to take out the Ghost Lord. Because if there's one thing you can say about me,
Her name is Bram.
is that I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Okay.
Whew. Anyway, when we asked One Sub, developers of Rocket NX, what's something players will love
Who are you
about your
gonna
new
call?
game, they said,
Ghostbusters.
you can lose an arm, then pick it back up and bash your enemies with it.
What?
There you go. Underdogs is a physics-based brawler where you wrap yourself in your 5-ton gorilla mech and rampage through New Bracca, the 22nd century mech fighting capital of the world. Take on whatever the pitmasters throw your way and upgrade your mech to be
I think
even more
they
fearsome.
used this girl
But remember,
because the last
the more you climb the
Metaquest
ranks,
wasn't
the
that
more
good.
every lowlife in the city will be gunning for you. So get ready to claw your way up the food chain.
This sounds interesting. Let's see if it's any good. One Hamza.
Yo, this city ain't never gonna let two base boys like us in. Nah, this the jungle out here, bruv.
Alright, mate. Like
We wanna get into New Bracca.
from London.
We're gonna have to fight like fucking animals.
Where is it? Looks interesting, I guess. This needs to be co-op at least.
I want to some of them, they think of some joke thing. No, sir. Watch out.
I don't know. It just seems like a wave shooter, but here is a wave fighter.
Your arm's broken, clean up! Ricardo, they're coming in for the kill! Get up and fight!
When I start working, man get shook. In my face, then boy can't look. They will get fried up, they will get cooked.
So you just stand there and just fight, I guess. I don't know. Underdogs.
At last year's show,
It could
we
be
revealed NFL PreOrder, the first NFL and NFLPA licensed VR football sim. Since the game's launch
Yeah, it
last
kinda is like
October,
Pacific Rim.
you've completed over 3 million NFL seasons and unlocked over 9 million trophies. But what's next? Here to tell you is Status Pro president and co-founder and former NFL wide receiver, Andrew Hawkins.
Thanks, Ruth. Our goal last year at Status Pro was to give people the experience of being NFL QB1, feeling the rush of stepping onto the field and leading your favorite NFL team to victory. And the positive response we got from our community was overwhelming, but that was just the beginning. Later this year,
Are they even in the
upping
same
game
room?
with the
I don't
next
think they are.
evolution of NFL PreOrder. This year is all about showing the world what you've got. With the new
She's
version
like
of
just
NFL
looking at an
PreOrder,
empty
we're
screen, I'm
expanding
sure.
multiplayer so you and your best friend can pit your favorite teams against each other and see who comes out on top. There's a world of competition out there, and we want to see how our community's QB skills stack up. We got a lot more to share, though, between now and launch. New features, new modes. This is more than a roster update. The next version of NFL PreOrder will build on last year's game in so many cool ways, and we cannot wait to get it in your hands. Check us out on social. We posted a lot of community and game updates there before we launch this fall. This is really cool, by the way.
Thanks, Huck. All right,
Yeah.
moving on from the
She
field to
didn't
the
even-
court. Back in December, Resolution Games, creators of Blaston
NFL
and Demio
would work
revealed
well
their
because you
latest
just basically,
project, Racket Club.
even though they
all-new
call it
sport
football,
designed
you never use your
exclusively
feet.
for
So I
VR.
think it might be good for
Practice your
VR.
swing solo, play pickup matches with people all around the world, or just hang out and socialize courtside with your friends in this one-of-a-kind sports complex. Here's a new look at Racket Club.
What's this now? Well, with the Quest 3 coming out, hopefully the graphics can start becoming better because these are really bad. Is this supposed to be exciting? This seems so boring. Just because you add music in it doesn't make it any more interesting. This is not even tennis, this is like ping pong tennis or something. Eh? Racket Club. No, I don't think I will wishlist this. It seems boring.
At our debut gaming showcase, I premiered the launch trailer for Wraith: The Oblivion Afterlife from Fast Travel Games. It was the first VR game set in the world of darkness. And today, we're diving back into
Horror
the
games
world
scare
of
me, man.
supernatural horror with an all-new adventure RPG, Vampire: The Masquerade Justice,
Ooh, that sounds
which will
interesting.
send you to Venice. But not the Venice you see on postcards. You are a vampire, comfortable in the city's darkest shadows. Hide in plain sight, drink the blood of mortals, and use your vampiric abilities to become the ultimate judge of the guilty.
Okay, this sounds
So,
good.
Without further
Please
ado,
don't ruin
let's
it.
sink our teeth
Let's have
into
a
the
look.
debut trailer for Vampire: The Masquerade Justice.
Go on. Looks interesting so far. Oh yeah.
Venice, Italy.
He is still
Felt like I was back on square one. Hiding in the night.
Oh damn. Oh, that was weird. Oh, okay, I don't know what that was about.
I didn't want to get
Dracula.
dragged into this. But the
Become the
guilty
apex
must be
predator.
punished. You do well to remember that.
What?
Because if you don't, I'll make things very
I don't know.
uncomfortable for you.
Okay, so they didn't actually show any sort of good ways to kill. It just seemed like you get a out-of-body experience to do the murders.
Next, an adventure that never needs to end. This one
A
is
Batman
special to
Arkham
me.
game would be sick.
It's developed by Othergate, a studio co-founded by 4 VR veterans who I used to work with for years.
What did
on
you
the
think of
Oculus Studios
this
team
vampire game?
on our very first and super popular franchise, Dead and Buried. I know firsthand that these guys are masters at making fun multiplayer games, and I am honored to announce their next project, Dungeons of Eternity. This 1 to 3 player dungeon crawler generates levels from hundreds of unique chambers, so no 2 trips are the same. You'll explore dark crypts, ruined castles, and deep caverns. Battle monstrous enemies with melee and magic, solve puzzles, avoid traps, gather loot, escape back to safety, level up, and then do it all over again in a brand new dungeon. Take a look.
Okay. Oh, okay. What's with this graphics, man, it's almost cartoony. Capture and quest. Okay. Oh, we've had so many games like this, it's not even funny. Like, did they just make the same games over and over again? But all these games have been free as well, so I don't know why they... Although, to be honest, the graphics for this particular game don't look too bad. I don't know, none of these games seem really interesting. Dungeons of Eternity, like, okay, whatever. The Forest, Times, Blade and Sorcery. This, I don't think this is like that at all.
We brought back Samba de Amigo, but we must have other beloved
yeah, it does look like a
classics
battle.
waiting in the wings, right?
Well, Battle Talent is.
How about one of the best-selling
was
games
a
of the
free
90s?
game. I think it might be paid now.
An iconic mystery, maybe? Something a little spooky? Yeah, I think we have one like that.
Vertical games, they usually do pretty well. It looks better. What is this?
It's you. Don't be afraid. I'm here to help.
Who's gonna be afraid of you?
There are many like me here, trapped in this house. Each night, the guests arrive.
This looks interesting.
Scout, what do you want? Show yourself!
What's it called? The Seventh Guest. Huh. Seems kind of creepy. Interesting. I wonder how long it is, because
The
if it's
Seventh
just in that
Guest
house.
is mostly known for ushering in the CD-ROM era, once upon a time. But it's a great puzzle adventure game. And it's cool to see Vertigo Games and Vertigo Studios Rotterdam
Puzzle horrors
staying
are cool.
true to the original, but reimagining it for a new era. The team is using volumetric video to capture the live action performances of actors to help tell the game's story.
That's good.
They're also fully recreating the iconic mansion in 3D for the first time. Just don't be surprised if it starts changing shape around you. It is haunted after all. In addition to The Seventh Guest, Vertigo is working on Arizona Sunshine 2,
Oh wow,
a
okay.
sequel to one of the most popular games from VR's early days. This one people have been waiting to see for a long time, including me.
I want to see a trailer for that.
You might have seen the CG reveal recently, but today we have another short teaser for you.
Oh, that's good.
Time to say hello to your old pal Freddy, and hello to a new friend as well.
Okay, let's have a look. Mature, that's good. Oh. Look at that cut.
What's going on?
Is this gonna just be like a Walking Dead?
Allow me to show you how it's done. Nice, but oh yeah, that's gonna do. Watch and learn. What the? Get a room.
Oh, come on, that's
You know
all
that
you're
only
gonna show?
counts as one.
Oh my days. Thanks for ruining it. But it looks like
In Arizona Sunshine 2, you'll
arcade
survive
version
the
of
desolate
Walking
waste
Dead.
of Arizona with your new best friend Buddy, who you can trust to have your back, even when Freddy's are trying to take a bite out of it. Arizona Sunshine 2 launches later this year, so be sure to check out the game's extended CG reveal trailer if you haven't already. Okay. Last November, Netflix and Tender Claws revealed that the hit series Stranger Things is coming to VR.
Ooh.
I hope you're comfortable in the Upside Down, because you're going to be spending a lot of time there. In this chilling psychological horror experience, You are Vecna, invading people's minds and conjuring up their
What's up,
worst
Vecna?
nightmares as you look to take revenge on Eleven and her friends. Stranger Things VR comes to MetaQuest Store later this year. And here is a brand new trailer.
Okay, let's see how.
I saw a means to realize my potential, to transcend my human form, to become the predator I was always born to be.
Kind of reminds me of what's that game called? The other horror game. This looks pretty good, to be honest. Kind of freaky as well. Look at that.
It's time.
That looked pretty good. What do you guys think?
Next, it's time to strap into your omnidirectional mobility gear and prepare to fight the unthinkable. Attack on Titan is a best-selling manga series.
Attack on Titan's
acclaimed
coming.
Anime adaptation.
No way.
And now, thanks to the team at Universe, an exhilarating VR game. Attack on Titan VR Unbreakable lets you join the Scout Regiment and go head-to-head with the Titans themselves. Swing through the air using your ODM gear and take down enemies many times your size as you try to protect the last vestiges of humankind. Some of you may already be familiar with this game because we teased it late last year.
Did you?
But you didn't get to see the game's dynamic, high-flying battles. Today you will.
Okay. Oh, sweet. They've got an official Attack on Titan game. Considering I've been watching the series just now. Pre-rendered animation. No actual gameplay. Well, thanks for that. Where's the Titan? Oh, there he is, Mr. Smiley. Oh, it's a abnormal. Yes, the ape. Attack on Titan, Unbreakable. I wish I actually showed gameplay, because that was, well, who cares what it looks like when you make up the video. Oh, look, it's the Armor Titan. Oh, that's gonna be sick.
Back in 2011, Polish developer People Can Fly, the creators behind Outriders and Painkiller, introduced the world to skill shots. Blast an enemy out of the air, skill shot. Kick him into a cactus, skill shot. Crush somebody under a hot dog cart. You get the idea. Now imagine how creative you could get with that system in VR. Forget imagining.
Yeah, well,
you got it.
I don't think that's exactly how the game looks anyway.
At Bulletstorm in VR.
Bulletstorm. Oh, that looks good. Finally, a bloody decent graphics. Oh, look at that. That was cool. It looks like Doom. This definitely looks like Doom. Damn, that looks pretty good. Bulletstorm VR. That looks pretty good actually. Looks
This
like the
is
guy
the
from Just Cause as
Bulletstorm
well.
we all know and love. Every skill shot, every story beat fully recreated from the ground up for VR. And for the first time, you'll actually be able to
wonder if they
handle
show
an
Assassin's
energy
Creed
leash,
VR.
deliver
Or even
devastating
GTA
blows,
VR.
and mow down hordes of
Ah,
mutated
well, I really want
enemies.
GTA, man.
So book your ticket to the planet Stygia for later this year. And thanks to People Can Fly and Incubo for bringing such a fun project to life. Okay, before we start talking about our final
Is she
game,
dancing?
I know you've been waiting for an update on Assassin's Creed in VR.
Assassin's Creed
And
VR!
I have good news. Assassin's Creed Nexus is coming to the MetaQuest store by the end of the year. Tune into Ubisoft Forward on June 12th for the full reveal of Assassin's Creed Nexus.
God!
All right, I promised you a deep dive. Let's get into it. In 2019, Asgard's Wrath took us on an epic journey across the fabled 9 realms of Norse mythology. That journey ended here, imprisoned in this very tavern by the trickster god Loki. But Destiny has more in store for you. From Sanzaru Games and Oculus Studios, this is the world premiere of Asgard's Wrath 2.
Oh wow! I never finished the first game. I might finish it now.
Loki's evil invades all realms.
This is going to be on the quest. How the hell are they going to do that?
He must not be stopped.
Betrayal has made you stronger, Guardian.
Whoa! I'm gonna have to play Asgard's Wrath. I've had it for like 3 years, so whenever it came out.
Your reality is my guardian.
Oh, that's sick.
Back to your vengeance.
And unleash your wrath.
It's actually like God of War, to be honest. Look at it. They've even got the axe. Everything's gonna be coming out this year, I think. Within a year is what they said. Oh wow, Asgard's Wrath 2. Winter, see? This year. I don't think it looks awful for a
Asgard's
quest
Wrath
game.
2 is an
Did you see the
all-new
awards
standalone
before?
adventure in this epic series. Freed from prison by the Weavers of Fate, you'll set out on a new quest across time and space. From the Norse realms
What's this?
to the deserts of ancient Egypt. Here on the Great Sand Sea, you'll once again battle gods and creatures of myth to stop Loki from upending all of creation. When the original Asgard's Wrath released on PC VR,
Don't ruin
it
the
wowed players
show.
with its
I mean,
jaw-dropping scale, brutal physics-based combat, and stunning graphics.
But now you're gonna
Asgard's
change all
Wrath
that.
2 will set a whole new standard for wireless VR. This is the deep and immersive
Is it
action
for PC?
RPG that you've been waiting for. Packing enormous, free-roaming
Wireless
environments, gorgeous visuals, and well over 60 hours of exploration and tense combat
60 hours,
into
wow.
MetaQuest 2 and MetaQuest 3. Today, my friend Matt Kramer, head of design at Sanzaru Games, will take us on a tour of the team's groundbreaking title. Everything you're about to see
The
is
green
captured
screen, though.
in-game. Matt, the mic's yours.
Thanks, Ruth. I'm so excited to show everyone what we've been working on at Sanzaru these last few years. Asgard's Wrath 2 picks up where the first game left off,
Don't
in a
ruin it.
mysterious tavern you can't escape from. You're suddenly thrust into battle with a giant creature, clearly from another realm. Just when you think all is lost, you encounter the Weavers of Fate,
Whoa.
a trio of beings that set you off upon your adventure to find and stop Loki.
Are you guys interested in a gameplay video of Asgard's Wrath? I've never played
So
the game.
just how much
I've had it
bigger
for a
is this
while.
game? Not only will you travel through new Asgardian locations, like Muspelheim, the Land of Fire, the Weavers of Fate will also bring you to new realms, like the vast desert expanse of ancient Egypt. These massive worlds, beyond the scope of any other game on the MetaQuest platform. Come alive in Asgard's Wrath 2. Dotted with temples, caves and dungeons, characters to meet,
travel well,
monsters to battle, quests and side quests, wildlife, crafting resources, mini-games, and more. This is a living world you can roam and explore freely. The most expansive of these worlds is the Great Sand Sea, full of hidden treasures and unique events. You could spend hours upon hours exploring this map and still not discover all its secrets. You might decide to prove your combat prowess by hunting rare, high-level monsters that roam the sands, or gather plants or and animal parts to craft useful consumable goods, such as bait to attract wildlife, or a ward that provides a temporary AoE benefit wherever you throw it. But it's not all about survival. Kick back and fish, or beat your high score at the Slingshot shooting gallery. There's no shortage of stuff to do and see outside the primary quest line. These worlds are so big, you're going to want some more speed as you move through them.
Gently pet the bumper.
Luckily, you'll have the power of a god at your fingertips. As with Asgard's Wrath, you'll be able to transform a few brave animals into unique warrior followers to help you solve puzzles
so cool.
and eviscerate enemies.
Became a Panther Man.
New in this game,
Black Panther.
They'll serve as powerful mounts that can carry you swiftly across the massive realms of Asgard's Wrath 2.
I don't know, it looked pretty good, but
of course,
how are they gonna...
what's fast on foot
How are they
or
gonna get on
mount
the quest?
can look very different to a god. Like Asgard's Wrath, you'll also see the world from the god-scale perspective and use your cosmic powers to manipulate the mortal world around you. Reach inaccessible areas, solve puzzles, and more.
See, I've always thought this was a bit stupid, because if you had those powers, couldn't you just pick yourself up and put you to wherever you needed to go
Egypt
to?
is full of would-be heroes who need your godly assistance to enter the realm of legend. Each hero in Asgard's Wrath 2 is completely unique. Different weapons, different skills and abilities, and different strengths. By possessing these mortals, you can help them fulfill their destinies and get closer to yours as well. The first of these heroes is Abraxas, a cynical tomb robber with a grudge against the gods. You and Abraxas make an unlikely pair, but you'll have to work together to take down fearsome enemies like the bloodthirsty goddess Sekhmet. Abraxas seeks vengeance against Sekhmet for the murder of his father.
This is basically the story of God of War as well.
Whip sword and bladed shield at your command, he'll stop at nothing to defeat her. Combat was one of the aspects players loved most about Asgard's Wrath, us included. It was vicious and brutal. Whether swinging a sword, throwing an axe, or even using your fists, the combat made you feel powerful and skilled. In the first game, the combat favored a defense-first approach, meaning you had to block and parry a series of enemy attacks before you had a chance to remove their runic shields. This loop had to be completed 3 or 4 times before you could start damaging an enemy. In Asgard's Wrath 2, our updated combat system is centered around player choice. Nothing is holding you back. You can chip away at enemy shields through a flurry of attacks or land skilled parries to trigger opportunity windows that let you cut through your enemy's defenses with ease. We've also expanded the systems to include elemental types for a greater degree of player customization and wider variety amongst enemy archetypes. This time, we have a full physics system implemented for weapons. With swords, axes,
I wish the body stayed
bows,
longer,
staffs,
because you
and
just
more
want
at your
to sometimes
disposal.
look at the dead body on the
You
floor.
can find a combat style
The
that's right for
decapitated one.
you. But you'll need to change up your approach, as enemies will now react to your every movement and switch up their own attacks. You'll also unlock new skills and abilities as you level up, letting you invest further in the weapons you use most. Unlock powerful abilities and super attacks to truly change the game. Nothing feels better than seeing your weapon soar into the air and rain down on a horde of enemies. You'll also discover relics you can slot into your weapons and armor that will provide you with powerful buffs, like adding fire damage to your weapon or heal over time, allowing you to customize your weapon set against each enemy you face. But you won't be the only one leveling up. Your animal followers have their own skill trees and will grow in power the more you spend time with them. Even with an upgraded companion and all these powers at your disposal, don't think the enemy AI will go easy on you. As you level up, so will they, gaining new abilities, smarter tactics, sneaky counters, stronger armor, powerful super attacks, and relics to use against you. Some will even heal each other, boost each other's damage, or call for reinforcements. You'll have to use all the strength, endurance, speed, and quick thinking you can muster to forge a path through the ravenous enemies that lay between you and your destiny. For a true challenge and the opportunity to earn bragging rights amongst your friends, you can step into the Uncharted Rifts, an infinitely replayable dungeon crawling mode with exclusive loot that you can take back with you into the main campaign.
Well, sometimes you just
the
have
rifts
to
are
appreciate
always
your
open,
work.
so you can visit at any point during or even after the campaign and put your
All right, I'm
skills
done with
against some
this.
of the toughest time-limited challenges the rifts have to offer. Face increasingly ferocious enemies as you delve deeper into these endless labyrinths, encountering the ghosts of players who fell victim
Like, you
to the
could have
rifts
given more
before you.
information of Assassin's Creed or
Whether
something.
friend or foe, these
Or even
specters
Attack
will
on
be
Titan.
part of your dungeon, helping or hindering your progress. Survive long enough, and you'll earn a spot on the leaderboards and those precious bragging rights. The Uncharted Rifts are deep and full of mystery. They're almost like a whole game on their own, and we've barely scratched the surface of all the unique dangers you'll encounter. I hope that this first look at Asgard's Wrath 2 has you excited. We've
First
got
look, it's
so
like you
much
went through
more
the
to
whole
show
bloody
you.
game.
More heroes, more companions, more gods, Loki anomalies. I can't wait to show you more. Back to you, Ruth.
Ruth? I thought her name was something else. Bram.
Okay, now head over to the MetaQuest store because pre-orders of Asgard's Wrath 2 are open. Pre-order and you'll get a copy of the original Asgard's Wrath on PC. You don't have to play it before, but it'll add some fun context. You'll also get immediate access to the Great Sand Sea home environment I'm standing in now, and unlock an exclusive Asgard's Wrath
Quest 2 is
2
gonna be
themed
cheaper.
character, as well as the title of Cosmic Guardian in Population 1. And once Asgard's Wrath 2 launches later this year, those who pre-ordered will get access to the Sword of Ra and the Sun God's battle armor.
Well, it looks like it was they invested
That's
quite a lot
the
in
end
this
of our
game.
main showcase. But
Aw.
stick around for more.
Where's
because
GTA,
up
man?
next, we have some of the most passionate VR creators sitting down to discuss the games from the show. And while you're there, we're running a sale on favorites like NFL
What am I
Pro Era,
stereotyping?
Resident Evil 4, Bone Lab, Among Us, and many more. And like last year, we're also giving away this awesome room I'm standing in. It's available now in settings under Home Environments. Of course, there's so much more we want to share with you. We plan to announce more games, major updates to existing titles, and we've got a whole new headset to launch. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and thanks to the developers who helped put this show together. Keep playing, and we'll see you next year.
Bye. Maybe you'll talk about GTA at some point. Well, I don't know. What did you guys think of that?
I'm going to be in so much trouble
There it
if
is.
this
That's what I was
leaks.
saying, Bram.
This
What-
actually
what
looks a
says
lot
Bram?
like Quest 6. The Ecto 1? Oh yeah, that's still parked at my place. No, they're not getting it back.
Oh, this is what they cut out. Okay.
Long have I guarded this.
Hi everyone, I'm Travis Williams, head of
Hello.
production at Oculus Publishing. We hope you enjoyed our showcase and are excited for all the awesome games. We
Looks like
gathered
a
some of our
genie with those
talented
earrings.
developers and your favorite VR content creators to talk a bit more about two of them, Asgard II and Ghostbusters: Rise of the Ghost Lord. First up is Asgard II, the massive RPG coming to Quest later this year from Sanzero Games. Let's meet our guest. Matt Kramer is the studio creative director at Sanzero Games.
Well,
and a
to be
friend
honest,
of mine.
there's only a couple of interesting ones I saw.
And here to grill him
Let me
with questions are
make it a
VR
little
gaming
bit quiet.
creators from the community. We are pleased to
I
welcome
think
Jasmine
Attack on
of
Titan
VR with
is
Jasmine.
what seemed cool.
What's going on, Jasmine?
That horror game
Jeff,
seemed pretty
AKA
cool.
A wolf in VR.
That's me.
Asgard the Wrath seems interesting.
And
We'll have to
Thomas,
see.
aka Voodoo DE. Hi guys. Thank you all so much for being here. You guys have just seen our reveal trailer and gameplay walkthrough. I'm sure you have plenty of questions, but first, I'm going to kick things off with a question to Matt. What led your studio from the first game to Asgard's Wrath 2?
Well, you know, the first
What did you
game
guys think? Which
just
games did you
knocked
like?
it out of the park. I mean, it's the largest, biggest action RPG ever made in VR.
Yes.
So what are we gonna do? Let's make it bigger.
Yes,
Let's make
sure.
it better. And that is what we're doing with Asgard's Wrath.
I think they
2.
spent a
So
lot
I
on
cannot
this
wait
game.
for you
If it's
guys
60
to get into
hours,
this game.
Want to so bad.
Like, Wrath 2 has so many different layers of gameplay. We've got the Uncharted rifts. We've got over 60 plus hours of gameplay in
60 plus
large,
hours.
huge, expansive worlds.
Yeah, so they must have spent a lot on that game, so they probably do want to sell it. And thinking about all the other Quest games, it might be a decent one. In comparison, anyway.
Panther thing.
That's our next mocap right there. So, but you know, we've got these mounts, and so that just gives.
Well,
you
I
any
don't really
inkling
want
of
to
the size
learn
of
more
the
about this
world.
game. I'd rather play it myself. But well, that's it. Well, hope you enjoyed that. I'm sad that we didn't get to hear anything about GTA. Assassin's Creed will be announced in the Ubisoft, well, whatever it is that the event that they're going to hold. Arizona Sunshine actually seems interesting as well. But yeah, so Assassin's Creed, we're gonna find more about the event in June something, I think they said. So well, let's see. Hopefully it's coming out soon. I think they said what, the winter this year. But yeah, okay. Well, thanks for watching. Have a great day.